Hi Taurus, how you doing? I am going to do a reading for you. So take what works and leave what doesn't. Messages are always for the greatest and highest good. So I appreciate you all being a part of my channel. Thank you for coming by. So I myself like to check my rising sign. I seem to resonate a lot with my rising sign. But I also want to remind you to check your north node, because that's your destiny. And some of you, I feel like you're feeling a little lost as far as what your destiny might be concerned. So look up your north node and then do a little research on it and see where it gets you. Just a little tip I feel like somebody needs to know. All right, so Taurus. I'm going to start with my oracle cards to see what's going on. When it comes... Ooh, I feel as if there is somebody in your life who you're dealing with where you are just not feeling it. It's like you're having a hard time even communicating. So I think it's one of these relationships, Taurus, that needs some kind of regeneration to it. You know, like really a new way of life, like there needs to be something injected into this relationship to bring back the magic. Because communication, I'm feeling, is a real issue. Somebody's just not speaking up or saying anything. Anyway, that's what I got from the oracle cards. Yeah, see, there's a tower coming down. I mean, things are just, I mean, you're trying to work to make something happen, but it's like the communication, there's something not being communicated. You might be dancing around the elephant in the room. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might be very unreachable. But there's definitely a disconnect between you and someone, and I think it's about to blow up. You know, because sometimes it's hard to be in a room with people when you can't, you know, it's like they're so distant. It's like you just want to shake them, like, why won't you say anything? I mean, this person may not even talk. You know, they just sit there and there's like no communication happening. You know, that's something I think that might be really difficult for a few of you. Or maybe that's how you are to somebody else, where, you know, you're just not opening up. But, you know, anyway. And I think a few of you are a little depressed, down and out. Maybe you're depressed about not having work, money, things not working out. But out comes the Three of Pentacles. I think, you know, you need to, if something wasn't working, he also comes out with the Fool reversed. And do you know what I pick up with these two cards? You know, here, you know, somebody's looking at your work and they're critiquing it and they're telling you what's wrong with it and you just shut down. Well, you know, sometimes, you know, criticism is good for you. Sometimes you need to hear what people are telling you, even if you don't like it. Because, you know, if these are people that have the best invested in you, they're probably telling you things that will help you. Do you know what I mean? So maybe you need to accept the help from some people. All right? So don't be, you know, so upset by some criticism. You know, and again, it keeps coming out. It's like, you know, it's like you even want to give up on what it is you're doing. I wouldn't give up, especially if you put a lot of time and a lot of energy. Now, when it comes to a relationship at work, this could be also another problem, you know, because you might be competing with each other. You know, if you're working with somebody, there could be, you know, well, you got in love and this and that. And you know that how it turns, it's like, oh, it starts out really, really great. And then the other person starts to produce their end of it like really, really great. And then you get a little jealous of how they do it. You know, I'm just getting a sense of there's competition in the workplace between you and your person. Maybe it's just competition in general between each other. Maybe that's the problem between the two of you, is both of you are competing for attention. I don't know, it's your reading. Oh. But, you know, Taurus, I think you need to quit feeling like everybody is against you. I don't feel like anybody is against you. I think a lot of this is, you know, fears. I do pick up, however, that there is someone around you, and this can be either you or them, is very, very, they're jealous of you. And I think this is a whole other storyline, all right? I'm just picking up a whole, but I'm feeling as if there is somebody in your midst who spreads a lot of lies and rumors about you. And it's really hurtful, you know, and I see this, and it could be online, it could be somebody, you know, picking on you, social media, because we do have the Sage of Swords reversed, you know, so that could have something to do with the communication coming through, but it's not nice communication. It's not good, you know, like this is lying. Ace of Swords with the Page of Swords reversed. And I feel like somebody is spreading a lot of lies, rumors, you know, and you're having to defend yourself. Be careful of a fire sign. They might have a lot of fire in their chart. You know, they're trying to make you feel very unstable about what you do. So, I mean, we don't need people like that in our lives, okay? If people are not supportive of you and what you do, you know, then you don't need them. You don't need them. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't. Anyway, there is somebody around you, Taurus. So be careful of ugly words and gossip, all right? What else for our Taurians? So the Ten of Wands comes out with, and it's reversed with the Ace of Cups. And I feel like there's been a relationship that you have been involved with that you're no longer wanting to carry it. It's like you're not going to carry a relationship. Now that means, you know, it's not like you don't want the relationship, but you're no longer going to be the one that puts in all the work. And the other one doesn't. I think there's that to you, you're tired of it. You're tired of it. You really are. You put in all the work in an energy of someone who is not putting in the work. Emotionally, very disconnected. And I think you're starting to see, you know, there's no point in putting in all this energy. I mean, you're so unsettled about this relationship with this person, you know, and it's like you're avoiding any kind of an ending. Because again, you don't want to carry the weight of this relationship. You want them to help you carry the weight of the relationship. So you're not willing to throw in the towel. What you want is to figure out how to make it work. But this energy of this person, it leaves you very unsettled. Okay, because you don't trust them. You know, that's trouble, but you love them, but you don't trust them. So now what? Now what? Yeah, you don't trust them. Because I think you have caught them in lies before. Do you know what I'm saying? I think you don't trust them because you've caught them lying already. And I think you see that when they're tempted, you know, they'll stray. What can I say? When they're tempted, they're stray. I mean, this is somebody who likes attention. You know, they like to be recognized. I would guess they might have some Leo in their chart, but you know who you're dealing with. But, you know, people like that, you can't trust them. And that's a big problem. But you're not willing to give in either. You know, I think as a Taurus, you would probably just want to stick it out until the bitter end to make sure that at the end of the day, if the relationship works, that's because you never gave up. And if it doesn't work, it's because you tried everything you could. It's a Taurus, you know, steadfast. Yeah. You're going to do what you can to see if you can make this relationship work. The problem is there's a lot of history. 5 of Swords reversed, 6 of Cups reversed, 3 of Cups reversed, The Hermit reversed. Again, the lack of trust with this person. So, a Taurus will do. You know, they've hurt you. They have hurt you. This person, look what they have done to you. You've got to remember. See, I'm starting to feel like this is somebody who has come and gone in your life. Maybe you've been separated for a little bit of time. You know, but it's like you're willing. You don't want to put all the work in. You want to make them meet you halfway. And I don't know if they can. With that King of Cups reversed. Three of Hearts coming up. See, you're confused. You're confused because you don't trust them and they've hurt you. And I think you got hurt really bad by this person. Problem is you still love them. So until you stop, make a decision really to move on, what are you going to do? See, I don't see you putting much more energy into it because at the very beginning of the reading, we saw that you weren't going to carry the weight. So I think you're in a testing ground right now. Are they going to meet you halfway or not? Because you're stopping. And it's just like you're going to see, it's almost as if, you know, the train has stopped and you're going to see what they're going to do. Are they going to buy another ticket to get on the train, keep going with you, or not? So that's pretty intense. But we're moving into spring, you know, and I think a lot of you know that you would be fine all by yourself. This woman, look, she's fine. Male, female, you know, things are flourishing around you. So I think you're going to make a decision as to whether or not you want to keep somebody like that in your life or not. You know, but I mean, you really want to make sure. So that's where you're at. All right, so Taurus, that was your reading. I hope this resonated. If it did, great. Hit that like button. Yeah, that works for my channel. And I'll see you at the next reading. I'm going to try to come back on in a little bit and do a collective for all of us for the new moon. We're in new moon in Pisces. So I thought it'd be fun to get online. So tune in for that if I can talk. And I'll see you at the next reading, all right? Until then, bye.